Would I ever consider going vegan? Next.
So this morning's been a bit of a rush, didn't manage to get coffee in, so I have to have this on the go. But I've just brushed my teeth. I'll tell you now, the taste goes from a solid 9.3 down to a 2. So, tip for you, never drink a Monster after you brush your teeth, because it's not great. Not great.
So it's 12 o'clock and I am done for the day. And then may pop somewhere for a cup of coffee and chill, eat food, and then I'm going home for the weekend on a stag do. Yes. So there'll be no vlogging on the stag because I don't want to be walking around with a very expensive camera in my hand, piss as fuck. So that's not going to happen. So Daniel, thank you very much for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about, the flexible dieting coach and what you've been doing over the last few years with it. No, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you guys here and to be able to talk about this, So thanks for the opportunity. So basically started the flexible dieting coach a few years back, and it's going great. I'm training people from various countries in the world, so it's going great. Helping people live healthier lifestyles and getting them to lose body fat and to feel confident and happier within themselves is amazing. So it's really, really good, really enjoying it. Biggest fitness fad? Probably cleansers or detoxers. You have the most powerful detoxer in your body, and that is called a liver. The worst piece of advice I've given? Probably to eat clean. Just eat clean in any amounts and you will get into the shape of your life. The worst myth I've ever done is probably, it was from a guy called Rick Hall, and I read one of his articles which said that if you eat Haribo pre-workout, it spikes insulin, which means you lose more body fat. That's going back a few years now, but yeah, that's the kind of stupid shit that I used to do. Worst piece of gym clothing is probably, those trousers which aren't trousers yet they're not shorts, they just come in between the shins? Probably them. I think they're the most disgusting piece of clothing ever made. Would I ever consider going vegan? Next. Most embarrassing moment? Probably getting accused or being accused of burglaring, I think that's a word, my best friend's pub. They caught my DNA on a kebab fork outside of it, and they thought that I broke in and took a load of cash from the safe. And that's probably the most embarrassing moment of my life. Or it could have been graduation day, and it was the fact that everyone else's parents turned up and mine rung me about 2 weeks before saying, we're not going to come up because we don't want to sit inside for about 3 hours, which was fine by me, could not be asked for it. So all I did, I went there, got my cap and gown, had my photos taken whilst everyone else was there with their families, and then I left. So it was embarrassing, but at the same time I was very thankful because I could not think of anything worse than sitting in there for 3 hours just going and clapping everyone in. Biggest disappointment? Either Oakwood or the Doctor Who experience down in Cardiff Bay. Both rubbish. The best advice I've given? Probably getting my clients or my fat loss clients to skip breakfast if they're not hungry in the morning. Because what it allows them to do is it allows them to have calories later on in the day, and that's where the majority of people mess up on the diet, is late at night because they tend to snack on foods. If you're not hungry at breakfast, don't eat. And that's probably the best piece of advice at the moment that I can give you, or I have given to a few of my clients, because a lot of them, when they do start doing it, they realise that they're not actually hungry in the morning and that they were just eating breakfast purely down for habit. How much do I bench? At the moment, I can do 120 for 3, 122.5 for 3. Max ever, 132.5. Biggest regret was probably when I turned 18, I had access to all of my savings that my dad has been putting away and my mum has been putting away for me since I was born. There's 5 grand in there, and I blew it all in a year. on alcohol, supplements, petrol for my car, didn't have a job. So yeah, biggest regret ever. Oh, fuck it. Funniest thing I've ever seen in the gym is probably when that guy asked me to punch him in the stomach so he could develop his abs. Yeah, definitely that. Yeah, definitely. My thoughts on Joe Wicks? Honestly, I think he's doing a fantastic job in getting the nation to do more exercise and to cook from fresh and use fresh ingredients. There's a lot of his things which I don't like, such as where he claims that HIIT is better than LISS for cardio, and his HIIT workouts and shit like that, and he's annoying as fuck. Thoughts on CrossFit? Again, I think it's amazing. It's got people into lifting, or a lot more people into lifting, especially women. But I don't like the diet that they use to the paleo. That's quite relevant to CrossFit, or related to CrossFit even. And I don't like some of the exercises that they do. For example, deadlifting supersetted with 20 box jumps. I think it's absolutely pathetic. The worst piece of gym equipment is the bike that you cycle with your hands. Fuck, what is that? Rubbish. The worst thing that anyone's ever said to me with regards to fitness? Whoa. Probably, if you don't, no, or if you cut calories too low, your body goes into starvation mode and it gets used to the calories that it eats, which means that you hold on to fat. That is probably the worst thing that anyone's ever told me. Proudest moment as a coach? There's a lot, way too many to say, I couldn't pick one. Worst moment? Probably nearly killing my client Amita by, what were we doing? We were doing chin-ups and she had a band around her, and no, it was press-ups, and I told her to get into the band slowly, but she didn't hear me and she just sunk into the band and she just nearly fell forward fell forward head first onto the floor. Amita, if you're watching this, then I'm still sorry about that. Most I've ever spent on a supplement was about 90 quid on LA Muscles Noratine tablets. Oh god, they ripped me off there, didn't they? Jesus. Sorry? The weirdest place I've ever had sex? I think we'll leave that there, shall we? I get you. We'll be back. Hang on, there's a car just blocking me now.
Right.
Okay, yeah, say that again.
So you're passing the house on the left,
Yeah.
and then you'll turn right at sort of a crossroads.
Yeah, I'm at the crossroads now.
Turn right.
Okay.
Okay. Nearly there. Right to the bottom. go round the corner.
Yeah, to the left,
then, yeah. Keep following the road, round the corner to the left.
Yeah.
Then you'll come round the next corner as well.
Yeah.
And then you'll see me.
Yeah! Yeah! Nah. Fam? Fam?
You look a state.
You right?
Yeah, you look great.
Right.
You look fantastic. Oh, wow, look at it. Cook food cooked for me tonight. Once.
No, I
So
literally
sometimes as well.
anything and everything.
King and Queen in the new house. Dishing up some meals for us. 5-star Michelin.
Oh my god, that looks incredible.
Wowee. Look at that. Garlic mushrooms. Right, take care. Take care, Beth. Thank you. Thanks for the food. And thanks for having us.
Yeah, go on.
Bye guys. Bye. Love you lots. Ta-ra.